The twin flame ascension process represents one of the most extraordinary and transformative spiritual journeys a soul can undertake in this lifetime. It's a profound metamorphosis that revolutionizes every aspect of your being. Picture standing at the threshold of the most significant transformation of your life, where everything you thought you knew about yourself, relationships, and reality is about to be completely reconstructed. This isn't just about finding your perfect match or experiencing an intense romantic connection. Twin flame ascension is a sacred process of evolution that catapults you into higher dimensions of consciousness, pushing you to transcend your current limitations and embrace your highest potential. Many enter this journey expecting a beautiful love story, but what they discover is something far more profound, a path to self-realization that challenges every fiber of their being while opening doors to levels of awareness they never knew existed. As we explore the key aspects of twin flame ascension, remember that this isn't just about reaching a destination. It's about embracing a transformative process that will fundamentally change who you are at your core. It's intense, it's challenging, but it's also the most rewarding journey you'll ever undertake. So, let's dive deep into understanding this remarkable process of evolution. The dark night of the soul, the first and perhaps most intense phase of twin flame ascension. It's like experiencing a spiritual earthquake that shakes loose everything you once believed about yourself, leaving you raw and exposed to your deepest truths. Depression doesn't begin to describe it. It's more like being the walking dead with a ripped out soul that's black, bloody, lifeless, like your heart dies, but somehow you're still alive, still going through the motions, a hollow shell of the vibrant human being you used to be. Just as a forest fire, though devastating, creates fertile ground for new growth, this phase burns away everything that no longer serves your highest good. Your ego defenses, carefully constructed masks, and comfortable illusions all crumble, leaving you feeling utterly exposed and vulnerable. During this phase, you'll likely experience what mystics call ego death, a profound dismantling of your false self. It's as if the universe holds up a mirror that reflects not just your surface image, but every shadow, every wound, every part of yourself you've tried to hide or deny. All your repressed trauma, rage, sadness, and guilt erupt like a long dormant volcano, demanding to be acknowledged and healed. The beauty of this darkness, however, lies in its transformative power. You must experience the spiritual dissolution to emerge renewed. Remember the ancient wisdom. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. This dark night, though terrifying, is actually your initiation into a deeper, more authentic way of being. It's your soul's way of saying, it's time to stop running. It's time to face yourself fully. What makes this phase particularly challenging is its seemingly endless nature. Unlike regular emotional upheavals, this process tends to come in waves, each one stripping away another layer of illusion. Yet each wave, though painful, brings you closer to your true essence. It's like being caught in a spiritual washing machine. You're being cleansed, but the process isn't exactly comfortable. The key to navigating this phase isn't to fight it or try to escape it. Instead, Embrace it as the sacred initiation it truly is. Let yourself fall apart. Let yourself be hollow, because only when you're empty can you be filled with something new and wonderful. Remember, this isn't just a breakdown, it's a breakthrough in disguise. You're not losing your mind, you're finally finding your soul. Imagine your body as an old radio suddenly being upgraded to receive cosmic frequencies. Your entire biological system is literally being rewired to hold higher vibrational frequencies, much like upgrading from an ancient transistor radio to a quantum receptor capable of catching signals from across the universe. The body is not a prison for the soul, but rather its instrument of transformation. During this phase, you'll experience what I call the spiritual upgrade syndrome, a fascinating collection of physical symptoms that might seem alarming at first, but are actually signs of profound energetic evolution. Imagine as if your cells were like millions of tiny light bulbs being rewired to handle a much stronger current. Some days you'll feel electricity coursing through your veins, creating strange sensations that doctors can't explain. You might experience waves of intense heat, followed by unexplainable chills, as if your internal thermostat is learning to regulate new forms of energy. Your heart might race for no apparent reason, performing what I call cosmic cardio, calibrating itself to match the universe's higher frequencies. Many experience specific physical manifestations, buzzing in the ears like cosmic Morse code, crown chakra tingles that feel like wearing an invisible crown of stars, and that distinctive Ascension flu that comes and goes like a ghost visitor. These aren't random discomforts. They're your body's way of saying, hey, we're upgrading here. But here's the beautiful mystery. These physical symptoms often synchronize with profound energetic shifts. You might find yourself suddenly unable to tolerate certain foods, as if your body is naturally gravitating toward higher vibrational nourishment. Electronics might malfunction around you. Yes, that's really a thing, as your electromagnetic field adjusts to its new power level. Remember this truth: your body isn't betraying you. It's becoming a more sophisticated instrument of consciousness. Each symptom, each strange sensation is actually a victory signal, announcing another successful upgrade in your spiritual operating system. You're not just changing, you're evolving into a higher frequency version of yourself. Think of it as your personal evolutionary revolution. Just as a caterpillar's body turns to liquid before reforming as a butterfly, you too are experiencing a cellular revolution. The difference is, you're conscious through the whole magnificent, sometimes uncomfortable process. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, isn't to fight these changes, but to dance with them. Embrace each wave of transformation as it comes, knowing that every tingling sensation, every unexplainable energy surge is actually a love letter from the universe, saying, welcome to your upgrade, beloved. And remember, when your body speaks in the language of light, every symptom is a sacred syllable in the poem of your awakening. Imagine your consciousness as a lotus flower, slowly unfurling its petals to reveal dimensions of reality you never knew existed. This is what happens during the psychic awakening phase of twin flame ascension, a magnificent expansion of awareness that transforms you from a 3D being into a multidimensional cosmic sensor. Think of your intuition as a dormant superpower that's finally being activated. Like Peter Parker after the spider bite, you'll start experiencing enhanced sensitivities that might seem overwhelming at first. The search results reveal fascinating manifestations. They know something before it actually happened. Their predictions become very accurate. You're not going crazy. You're becoming more attuned to the subtle frequencies of the universe. The veil between dimensions begins to thin, and suddenly you're picking up information through channels you didn't even know you had. It's like upgrading from an old black and white TV to a quantum holographic receiver. You might start experiencing what mystics call downloads, sudden bursts of knowledge and understanding that seem to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. One of the most profound aspects of this awakening is the development of clear sensing abilities. You start to learn that your energy body does not know physical distance and does not need your senses to interact with others. You might find yourself knowing exactly what your twin is feeling or thinking, even when they're thousands of miles away. These are your soul's natural telepathic ability coming online. The world around you begins to take on new layers of meaning. Synchronicities multiply like cosmic breadcrumbs, leading you forward on your path. Numbers start appearing everywhere, and you develop what I call symbolic vision, the ability to read the living language of the universe in everyday events. Everything becomes alive with meaning, pulsing with divine intelligence. But here's the real magic. As your consciousness expands, your heart opens in direct proportion. You begin to experience what the mystics call unity consciousness, a profound sense of oneness with all that is. The boundaries between self and other, between inner and outer, start to dissolve. You see the world as one. Everyone is the same, and there is no difference between the rich and poor, high class or low class, pretty or ugly. You see everything and everyone as one and same. Remember this truth. These enhanced abilities aren't about gaining power over others. They're about developing the sensitivity needed to navigate higher dimensions of love. You're not becoming something alien. You're remembering who you've always been at soul level. And yes, sometimes it feels like being Neo in the Matrix when he first starts seeing the code behind reality. Overwhelming but utterly fascinating. Trust that you're exactly where you need to be, expanding exactly as you should. Well, welcome to the most transformative phase of your ascension journey, the grand purification process where everything that no longer serves your highest evolution must go. Think of it as a divine spring cleaning of your entire existence, where the universe itself becomes your most dedicated Marie Kondo, helping you determine what truly sparks joy at a soul level. As one awakened twin beautifully expressed, during this process, there are true incidents when both twins have changed everything in their lives, their diet, their living habits, because nothing seems right anymore. It's as if your soul has upgraded its vibration. and suddenly, everything in your 3D reality feels like wearing clothes that are 3 sizes too small. This purification process happens in waves, each one more refined than the last. You might find yourself suddenly unable to tolerate certain foods you once loved, as your body craves higher vibrational nourishment. Relationships that once felt comfortable may begin to feel suffocating. The old saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," takes on new meaning as you naturally gravitate toward souls who match your rising frequency. Think of yourself as a beautiful garden being prepared for a magnificent new season. Some relationships will fall away like autumn leaves, making space for new growth. Others will transform, like perennials adapting to changing seasons. This isn't about judgment or superiority, it's about energetic alignment. Just as a piano must be perfectly tuned to play divine music, your life must be harmonized to hold higher frequencies of love. The most profound aspect of this purification is how it affects your relationship patterns. Those toxic dynamics you've been dancing with since childhood, they suddenly become glaringly obvious, impossible to ignore. It's like someone turned on all the lights in a dark room. You can finally see every dusty corner of your behavioral patterns, every cobweb of old trauma responses. Remember this truth. When your relationships begin to shift, it's not because you're becoming too spiritual or difficult. You're simply no longer energetically compatible with lower vibrational dynamics. As one twin flame survivor noted, they become a no-nonsense person, straight to the point. Yes is yes, and no is no. They do not waste any more time because every second is important to them. And here's the beautiful paradox. As you let go of more, you actually become more whole. As you release old patterns, you discover your true essence. It's like clearing away clouds to reveal the brilliant sun that was always shining behind them. Welcome to your great cosmic cleanse, beloved. Trust that everything being removed from your life is making space for something more aligned with your ascending consciousness. Your soul knows exactly what it's doing, even when your human mind feels overwhelmed by the changes. After all, you can't pour new wine into old wineskins, and you can't live a 5D life with 3D patterns. Twin Flame Ascension is ultimately about becoming who you truly are at soul level. While the journey can be intense and sometimes overwhelming, it leads to profound personal transformation and spiritual awakening. The key is to surrender to the process while maintaining self-care and seeking support when needed. Remember, you're not just changing, you're evolving into a higher version of yourself, and that's both a challenge and a magnificent adventure. This journey isn't about reaching a destination. It's about continuous evolution. And yes, sometimes it feels like being in a spiritual blender, but trust me, the smoothie that comes out is absolutely divine.